Hey everyone, welcome to the 54th part of Python tutorials and the 4th part of the OOP series. In today's tutorial, we'll be taking a look at methods in OOPs. So let's get straight into it.
Up to now, our classes have stored data like the name or its age. But Python actions can also perform actions, and we define those actions using method. So if you recall, we did do a simple method, but we not really look into it. So if you once again do class dog def init self name comma age, self.name is equal to self.age. But over here, we'll do a slight change. If you can recall, we did something very similar to this. We're making a bark method. So def bark self print format string self.name says woof. So if I go here and run the code, dog1 is equal to dog buddy and give him an age of 20 and dog1.bark and then run the code. As you can see, buddy says woof. So in this example, we added a bark method inside the class and it uses self.name to customize the output according to the object, which over here is buddy. And self refers to the object calling the method, in this case, which is dog1. So when dog1.bark runs, it prints buddy says woof. But the thing is, methods can also take parameters, just like regular functions or this init function right over here. Let's say our dog wants to greet someone. So we make a new method called def greet self for customizing the object, and we'll make it greet a person. So then print f self.name says welcome person. So let me just remove this and let's do dog1 dot greet. So since there's a new attribute called person, we'll make the person's name as Sam. So if you run the code over here, buddy says welcome Sam. Here greet takes an extra argument called person. When you call dog1 dot greet Sam, it prints buddy says welcome Sam. Okay, let's make it more confusing, but at the same time, more fun and more interesting. So we'll make a new method and let's say we want to celebrate a dog's birthday. So def birthday self and self dot age plus is equal to 1. Then print f self dot name is now self dot age years old. So if I were to change it over here, dog1 dot birthday. So if you run the code over here, it tells us buddy is now 21 years old. We defined a birthday method that increases the dog's age by 1. It directly modifies the object state because it's working on self.age. So before, we used to use data that was not part of the class. But over here, as you can see, we once again declared self.age again to change it. So we are using our objects data inside the methods. Now, we can combine multiple methods. So let's change the entire thing a bit. Rather than having age, we'll make it have self.breed, and we'll say as breed. So now def bark self print f string format string self dot name barks loudly. And we have another method which is information about the dog, def info self print f format string self dot name is a self dot breed. So if I start looking more into it, so let's say dog1 is equal to dog dot bob. So name of the dog is Bob and the age is 20, and we want his barking, and we want to also know his information. But on the code, so it's telling us breed is not defined. So what do you think is the mistake over here? You see, you can create multiple objects to give a full set of behaviors. So in this code, we made definite self, comma name, comma breed, the usual. We just changed our age over here and we made it into breed. So then we made a bark method and then we made an information method. So if I were to print dog Bob, comma, his breed is husky, and if I print this info and bark and run the code over here, we get Bob barks loudly, Bob is a husky. So now our object can both bark and describe itself.
If this video helped you understand how do we use methods in OOPS, then make sure to subscribe and hit the like button and stay tuned for the next OOPS tutorial.